Hello, this is Gene. I woke up this morning not feeling that great. I wasn't really thinking about doing another video today. I'm not one of those people that have a video every day, but I was downstairs just hanging out, getting my son ready for school. And as some of you know, my son has special needs, so he has a problem with hearing. He does have some hearing in one of his ears, very small. He has a cochlear and all that stuff. And we usually have a TV downstairs. He's got closed captions on. And all of a sudden, I saw when it came down that the women's team, the national soccer team, was somehow thought that in their mind that putting this thing on the table that they're not going to go to the Olympics because the quote unquote probable issues that they have with the pay issues between the men and themselves. And I just, like I said, I wasn't feeling that great, and I saw that, and it just my brain went kind of crazy, and my blood kind of just got. I don't really understand who these women think they are. Uh, you'll see that I actually did a video on this last week, and I'll link it below. And then I actually cut it up and just had this summation at the end. And this is not, obviously wasn't my more popular videos, but it was something I'm passionate about because I've supported women's soccer in this country for a long time. Even before they won their first World Cup, or actually their first World Cup on our soil when we beat the Chinese in 1999. And I'm always about being fair, but I didn't know when I did that first video that they had already signed a contract just before they went to the World Cup, and then right after they won the World Cup, they got upset they didn't get enough money in the contract, and they started already thinking about they're going to sue the national team to, I don't know, for their redress because they screwed up when they signed the contract. So they're saying now that these young World Cup winners are talking about that they may not go to the World Cup in Rio. And I just thought I thought that the video was talking about the Zika virus and they didn't want to go there. And I'm like, well, okay, I get it. They're the age where they might have babies. So I would support them if they didn't want to go. We know that there are a lot of rumors or issues down in Rio about what could happen during the World Cup or the Olympics. But now they're going to hang this over the national team and use this as a pawn, I guess, in some way to get more money out of the national team. If this is what they decide to do, I'm going to give them some advice right here. First of all, you're going to lose a lot of your male supporters. You just are. Because we, as men, we are the rational, logical side of the species. If you signed a contract, like 6 months later, you became greater at something like that, you don't necessarily go back and renegotiate that contract. You serve it out, and then when you negotiate the next time, you have all this information, this proof that you're better than you were before, and use it as that, and then you get more money. Okay, we like the fact that you should be responsible for the actions you make, women, and this is something you don't do, and this is something that I talk about. As men, we sometimes forget that we forget it, and we allow it when it comes to court cases. Men serve more time than women do for the same crime, and there's a reason for it, because in the back of our mind we just think that maybe we have to help you in some way. And I said that in my video, that because we live in a giant gynocentric society, we're probably going to turn around and give them the money anyway, because that's what we do. So I wouldn't be doubtful that it would happen. But when they decide that they're going to use this as a tool to get the money to escort the national team, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're going to lose me as a fan, and a lot of other men are going to not be your fan, and there are going to be a lot of women that are not going to be your fan, because when they actually look and go down underneath it and not look at the whole thing about his equality and all sorts of bullshit, which doesn't mean anything because the men still make more money than you, bring in more money than you. It comes down to, do you think that if the national team all of a sudden just says, okay, you're not going to go, we're going to go and we're going to find a B team to go down and do your bidding down in the Olympics? You don't think they're going to find 25 girls that are going to go down there to go play in the Olympics team? Do you think that all these women are going to be on your side in school thinking that we got to support the national women's team when they have the opportunity to go represent the national or our team, the country, in the Olympics? They're going to find those women to do it, and I'm going to support them even more than I ever would have supported you, because it is a freaking privilege and an honor to play for the national team, and it's not a right just because you won the World Cup. Because the way that they're talking about now is that by projective, they're going to make more money between 2016 and 2017, and that's why they're trying to renegotiate a contract that they just signed 6-8 months ago. Okay, this is it, women. You signed a contract. Be responsible. Be accountable for your signing your name on that contract and play it out. And then after that, or near the end of that contract, go in and say, hey, let's talk about the next contract. That's what adults do, okay? Playing a soccer game, a ball on the floor, it's a kid's game. I love it. I watch the men play all the time, but it's still a fucking game. When you put your name on a contract, sign it, put your name down there, you're supposed to, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. You're supposed to be accountable for what you just did. Okay? That's it. For Christ's sake, stop making this about sexist bullshit that doesn't happen. Anyway, that's all I have today. Thanks for watching. Sorry that I got a little upset about it, but this is stupid. It's so stupid. A team that is inspired not only just girls but boys as well. I just wish that the older guys would come out and say things, and the ones like Chastain or I can't remember their names because I'm so upset right now. The teams like from 1999 that won the World Cup. I can't remember her name. Anyway, just sometimes you have to take a step back, and they've gone way over the edge right now. And it's not we're going to be women, and you can't deal with what we have to say. Yeah, I can. I'm not going to watch you anymore. Goodbye.